this video, we are going to discuss about the preparation of alcohols. We had already discussed that the alcohols are the group of atoms in which one of the hydrogen was replaced from the hydrocarbons. In these preparations, the first preparation we are going to discuss about from alkenes how to prepare our alcohols. We know about alkenes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons in which there is a double bond between carbon and carbon. There are two types of preparations here. First, we are going to continue about acidic medium hydrolysis of alkenes. The first method is acidic medium hydrolysis of alkenes. Means in the presence of an acid, first we are going to hydrolyze one initial reactant. The acid may be dilute HCl or dilute sulfuric acid, that is going to give a proton, that is H plus. For this, the general equation how we give is any of the alkene CH double bond CH2. We are going to react initially in the acidic medium hydrolysis. That is going to give our alcohol how we can get this alcohol. Let us continue with our mechanism. In any of the reaction, we are going to study the mechanisms. Initially, the water molecule which is having two lone pairs on the oxygen will be giving those electrons towards the H plus ion that was generated from any of the inorganic acid. These electrons upon giving for the H plus, this will form H3O plus, a hydronium ion. And now this hydronium ion will start reacting with the alkene in three-step mechanism. The three steps how it will be doing is, let us take our alkene and the hydronium ion we can express as oxygen which is bearing 3 hydrogens and a positive charge. Means here it is going to be observed like an electrophilic center. It is in deficient of electrons. This center is in deficient of electrons. Our alkene will be considered as an nucleophile because the pi bonded electrons we can observe they are the electron rich centers. Now, the generated hydronium ion will involve in electrophilic addition reaction. This electrophile will be added towards the carbon chain, hydrocarbon chain, electrophilic addition reaction to form carbocation is going to be our intermediate. How means we had already discussed that the pi bonded which is a nucleophilic center, from this the electrons will be given towards the hydrogen. Why electrons will be given only towards the hydrogen? Because there is much electronegative difference between oxygen and hydrogen. Hence, this hydrogen will develop a partial positive charge. It is going to accept those pi bonded electrons towards it. How means? First of all, the pi bond will be transferred towards to one of the carbon. I am going to number here as 1 and 2. First, the pi bond electrons will be given to one of the carbon. That will become the electron rich center, and from there the electrons will be given for this hydrogen, and it results as CH. So the hydrogen was added to the second carbon, and we are getting CH2. On the first carbon we got a positive charge. The remaining part will be given as a molecule of water. Now there are two kinds of assumptions. Which one is the best one? In this case, we assumed that electrons are completely migrated to second carbon. So second carbon became electron center. From there electrons are given for the hydrogen. Hence we can say there is a carbocation that is called primary carbocation. And some of you want to transfer the pi bond, instead of transferring to second, you want to transfer on the first center. Means that will become the electron rich center. Hence, if hydrogen is added to the electron rich center, this is case 1. We can get RCH plus. Now hydrogen was added onto the first carbon. So in this case we got secondary carbocation. We know among the primary carbocation and secondary carbocation, the secondary carbocations are the most stable carbocations because there are two donating groups around it. So being the stable carbocation, it will continue the reaction. So whenever we are studying about an alkene that is unsymmetrical in nature, that will be continued through the stable carbocation, that is secondary carbocation. What if you choose a symmetrical alkene? This is an unsymmetrical alkene. What if when we choose a symmetrical alkene? When we choose a symmetrical alkene, like here both I am giving as only hydrogens. The same we got CH2, CH. In the place of R, I have written a hydrogen. Now here the addition towards the hydrogen ion can be achieved from any of the carbon because this is an symmetrical alkene. So let us assume this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2. So any of the carbon can one of the pi electrons towards to it, and that can donate the electrons to the hydrogen, resulting CH3, CH2, because hydrogen was added onto one of the carbon and another carbon lost the pi bond, so it is getting a positive charge on it. So here we had generated the carbocation. We are going to continue using the symmetrical alkene for our explanation in this first round. So using a cylindrical alkene, we are going to continue our explanation. In the electrophilic addition reaction to form a carbocation, when we use a symmetrical alkene, this is the first step that is going to happen. And when we use this symmetrical alkene, we got a carbocation. That carbocation will be involving in nucleophilic addition reaction. Will be involved in nucleophilic addition reaction. Will be involved in nucleophilic addition reaction. Means which is going to act as a nucleophile here. The water molecule will be acting like a nucleophile. Please observe, children. This is the symbol just to observe. This is the reactant and this is another reactant. Just to indicate there are two reactants in the chemical reaction. The lone pair electrons from the oxygen will be given towards the carbon. Means in this one, the water molecule is going to act like a nucleophile. Nucleus like a species. And the intermediate that is going to be generated here is, after donating the lone pair, the oxygen will be bearing a positive charge. Now, this so-called oxygen need to be stable. Means it will try to lose one of its hydrogen by reacting with one more molecule of water. That is going to be our third step. We call it as the deprotonation. Deprotonation. We are using the same CH3, CH2, OH, hydrogen, positive charge, and we are adding another molecule of water. This another molecule of water is going to give its electrons to one of the hydrogen, because already oxygen is a positive charge. It is going to withdraw the electrons of hydrogen due to more polar nature of oxygen. Hence, the water is going to give one of the lone pairs from the oxygen towards to the hydrogen, and we will be observing this whole point as let us see here, CH3, CH2. After losing the hydrogen, we have the oxygen with one of the hydrogen, and it neutralizes positive charge. The remaining part is our H3O plus. So we got our alcohol. The H3O plus is the byproduct. Hydronium ion is the byproduct in this reaction. So once again, we are continuing with the preparation of alcohol from alkenes. Using a symmetrical alkene. When we react any symmetrical alkene with the hydronium ion. How did we got hydronium ion? We got the hydronium ion when we have reacted the water with H plus ion produced from the acid. Now, it is going to generate a carbocation. So, for this, the heading, when we are writing in the examination, how we write is electrophilic addition. This is an electrophile. Electrophilic addition reaction to form carbocation. Electrophilic addition reaction to form carbocation. And after the generation of carbocation, we are going to react the so-called carbocation with a molecule of water, such that on the oxygen there appears a positive charge. In order to neutralize this positive charge, it is going to withdraw the electrons from the hydrogen due to its least electronegativity than the oxygen. When we add one more molecule of water, this water is going to donate, oxygen is going to donate one lone pair towards this partially positive charge hydrogen, and that is going to be removed in the form of hydronium ion, leaving our alcohol. This is the point when we have discussed the symmetrical alkene, means how ethene is converted to ethanol. Ethene is converted to ethanol. If you take any unsymmetrical alkene, means the place of one of the hydrogen, we use any R, it may carry on in two-step mechanism. One is by forming a primary carbocation, another one is forming a secondary carbocation. Based on the stability, the product will be through secondary carbocation only. Now, a question to you is, from this concept, they will ask an important 3-mark question for the PUC. So, you must not neglect this one. So, let us have a snapshot so you can revise from these steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Now, the question is, what will be the product? What will be the product? If we had chosen propene for acidic medium hydrolysis. So the question is, what will be the product when we choose propene for acidic medium hydrolysis? You try these questions, children. Question is, propene upon acidic medium hydrolysis, what will be the product? We want the major product, and why it continues also, you must give your reason. Well, now this is what we have discussed up to now, how we have prepared the alcohols from the alkenes. We are going to the second method now of the preparation of alcohols from alkenes, but we are not simply using acidic medium hydrolysis. We are going to do it by a diborane molecule. So let's continue with this one. So let us continue the second preparation of alcohol by the process called hydroboration. We are going to add hydrogen and also borane to the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Later we will be doing the process of oxidation for the intermediate that is obtained to form our alcohol. We will be doing all these from the alkene. So let us take two major points here. The hydroboration oxidation reaction will be followed by Markovnikov rule. What is Markovnikov rule? Addition of negative nucleophile to the unsaturated center having less number of hydrogens, or we use from here to here having less number of hydrogens, or we can say or highly substituted carbon, means the unsaturated carbon. So how do we continue with using the hydroboration? Our initial step is going to be an unsymmetrical alkene. It will be very convenient when we choose instead of the R any of the alkyl group. I am going to use propene. So in the propene we have the unsaturated center, in which we start numbering 1, 2 and 3. In the unsaturated center we can find the carbon, first carbon is having 2 hydrogens, second carbon is having only 1 hydrogen. Or in another word, in the first carbon there are only 2 hydrogens, second carbon got 1 methyl, means this is highly substituted and this is having less number of hydrogens. So according to Markovnikov rule, negative nucleophile will be added to the unsaturated center having lesser number of hydrogens. In our first year, we have discussed whenever we apply the hydrogen bromide or hydrogen chloride, the hydrogen electronegativity is 2.2, chlorine electronegativity is 3.2, bromine electronegativity is 3.0. Among this one, hydrogen is having less electronegativity, whereas chlorine and bromine are having more electronegativity. At the time, what we came to conclude is there used to be a partial positive charge on hydrogen and negative charge on bromine, or partial positive charge on hydrogen, negative charge on chlorine, because bromine electronegativity is 3.0 more than hydrogen, chlorine electronegativity is 3.2 more than hydrogen. At the time, hydrogen used to be bearing partial positive charge and the halogens used to bear the partial negative charges. At the time, the products used to be halogen used to be added to the carbon having lesser number of hydrogens. Here we used to write the halogen. This is the point that we had learned in the first year. But in this concept, that is hydroboration oxidation, we are not going to observe this kind of product. We are going to initially add a diborane molecule. From the diborane, for our convenience, we are using only 1 mole of the one part of the diborane. B2H6, from that we are taking only half part, BH3. Let us compare the electronegativity differences of boron and hydrogen. The electronegativity differences of hydrogen once we compare and boron. Boron is only 2.0, hydrogen is 2.2. Which one can we find more electronegativity? Highly electronegative compound now is hydrogen. Means it is going to withdraw the electrons towards 3. Hence it will become a partially negative charge and partially positive charged center. This negatively charged hydrogen we are going to call as the word hydride. Hydrates are the one that will give H minus ion. That will give H minus ion. So in this step 1, what we are able to observe is the negatively charged hydrogen, that is the hydride ion, is going to be added for the unsaturated center having lesser number of hydrogens or highly substituted carbon. So which carbon we can get it? Like CH3, CH, this is what? The carbon having lesser number of hydrogens. So the hydride is going to attach there, giving CH2, BH2. This is the intermediate we got. Now when we continue using the BH2 as the initial reactant, because the diborane it had given one of the hydrogen. If you go on using this one as our initial reactant, we are going to take another molecule of alkene. Another molecule of alkene. And in this case, the 2 hydrogens that are attached to boron, they will be involved. Any one of the hydrogen will be involved, such that it is going to form CH3, CH2. I am writing the above as this, and the boron, once we see, one of the hydrogen will be given for this alkene center we have another alkyl group left over. If this is continued for the next step, means the same step. How means the hydrogen will be added for negative carbon having unsaturated center, lesser number of hydrogens, and the boron will be added for the carbon having more number of hydrogens. The product that we are going to get here is CH3, CH2, CH2, B, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Sometimes we may find this one too long, so we can also write in a short method CH3, CH2, CH2, thrice B. This is what the step 1 product what we got. Shall we call this one as trialkyl borane? Trialkyl borane compound. We are going to call this one as the trialkyl borane compound. Up to now we worked with the first step, that is hydroboration. Means for the unsaturated center we had added the hydrogen and also borane. This part is going to be oxidized, and with whose help are we going to do the oxidation step? We are going to do the oxidation step using hydrogen peroxide in the presence of a base. Hydrogen peroxide in the presence of a base. In the step 2, we can write as CH3, CH2, CH3 thrice B. Here the reactants what we are using are trialkyl borane. The reagents that we are continuing are H2O2, means hydrogen peroxide. In aqueous, hydrogen peroxide reacted with aqueous sodium hydroxide. This aqueous is the water molecule that we are representing. Sodium hydroxide is the base that we are going to take 3 moles. Means that is going to give 3 of the hydroxide ions. 3 of the hydroxide ions. Now, these 3 of the alkyl groups will be added by 3 of the OH groups, forming CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Means out of the 3, one of the molecule had combined with OH to form propane 1O, and remaining 2 are there. So the 3 totally we can find 3 moles of propanol, and the boron which is left over will be given out as the byproduct BOH thrice. We will see how it will be like, or it is also called as H3BO3. For this, the main steps we have discussed that we are going to write only in the JEE Mains or PUC. We didn't discuss the mechanism now. We will continue the mechanism. But once again we are recalling in the hydroboration oxidation reaction what things had happened. An alkene that is having an unsaturated center having more number of hydrogens and less number of hydrogens when they are with diborane. Due to electronegative differences of hydrogen and boron, partial intercharged hydrogen will be added for the unsaturated center having lesser number of hydrogens, and the BH2 to the carbon having more number of hydrogens. This is following Markovnikov rule. To give intermediate, this will be further reacted with 2 more molecules of alkenes to give trialkyl boron compound, which will be reacted with hydrogen peroxide, water and sodium hydroxide to form propanol.